Hey, what's up guys? It's Chef Way. I'm here at a caviar tasting event hosted by DR Delicacy. We're gonna be trying out some of this caviar here. This one is called Ossetra caviar. Tonight, this is the top of the top. So I'm gonna do a bump. And this is just a way for you to most purely taste the caviar without any impediments. So you just wanna be able to taste the pearls. You wanna smash them on your tongue and the roof of your mouth. So here goes. It reminds me of shiokoji. It reminds me of the best pasta sauce you could ever have that would perfectly coat the noodles. And so the texture and the creaminess of it and the butteriness, that's the consistency of what's inside of the egg. It reminds me of miso. It has just a little bit of a salty brininess that's not overpowering, that's very, very minute. First and foremost, just get butter. There is no fish associated with Ossetra caviar. So I think that's probably one of the better characteristics of it overall. To me, it would be the perfect pair to pasta. It would be the perfect pair to a sauce that you would make or you would serve with vegetables, and you would just put the caviar throughout it. You know, this is fine dining. Hey, what's up guys? So I'm actually gonna try the Kaluga Black now. It's a hybrid. It's considered a little bit under the Ossetra caviar, but not very far under. So what you'll see in this one is that it has a lot of more fruity notes. It still has a nice distinct pop, outside texture to the egg. Very, very firm. Very creamy, except this one is a lot brighter than the Ossetra. I get a lot of floral notes and almost not strawberry, but I'm thinking of something like an unripe strawberry in a sense. So it is very fruity in contrast to the Ossetra. So this is really, really good. All right guys, so I'm gonna try the white sturgeon. It's an Italian sturgeon. Just a little bit of creme fraiche, a cracker. It's got a nice creamy texture. It's a little bit more briny than the Ossetra. It's still just as buttery, but the eggs are a little bit softer. You don't get that firm press and release. I really like this actually. And if it could save you a little bit from having to spend the big bucks on Ossetra, that's a win. Amazingly paired. Amazingly paired. It just melts in with the butter and the creme fraiche. Perfect. All right guys, so right here we've got the paddlefish caviar. It's not caviar, it's roe. Paddlefish is an American fish. It's actually a little bit bitter. This is gonna save you a little bit of money if you wanna have the caviar experience, but cannot afford to get the Ossetra or the Kaluga Black. Generally not my favorite though. And as you can see, it's been paired with something fairly heavy that's gonna kind of coat the flavor of it. I'm a big paddlefish hater. Man, it's bitter. But the intent behind it is that because caviar and the way that it's harvested is not sustainable, the idea behind having an American sturgeon, so to speak, although it's not a sturgeon, it's like almost a sturgeon, so that it could be a little bit more sustainable. These animals are farmed, but there may be even harvesting of their eggs that don't involve killing the animal. So there's like pros and cons, but in terms of flavor, it's just not what you want. All right, guys, so we're here at the bottom of the barrel. These are not caviar. These are fish eggs, roe, meaning they don't come from sturgeon fish. Probably the all-time roe that I'm not a big fan of is salmon roe. They have usually a nice firm bite, but it's very fishy to me. Others really like it. Not for me. Maybe on some rice, but never been big on salmon roe.